Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So, what is C1233? In simple terms, it stands for wheel speed sensor input signal fault. Specifically, it points to the left front wheel speed sensor. Your car's computer, the engine control module, or ECM, is constantly monitoring the speed of each wheel. It uses this information for critical safety systems like the anti-lock braking system, or ABS, and traction control. When the computer detects an erratic, intermittent, or completely missing signal from the left front wheel speed sensor, it logs the C1233 code and illuminates those warning lights on your dash to let you know something is wrong. What are the common symptoms you might notice? The most obvious ones are the warning lights. Your ABS, traction control, and stability control lights will likely be on. During braking, especially hard braking, you might find that your ABS doesn't engage properly, which could lead to your wheels locking up. Similarly, your traction control system might not work, causing your wheels to spin on slippery surfaces. In some vehicles, you might even experience a harsh or erratic gear shift, as the transmission control module also uses wheel speed data. Now, let's talk about the causes. What could be triggering this C1233 code? The most frequent culprit is the wheel speed sensor itself. These sensors are located near the wheel hub and are exposed to harsh conditions like water, dirt, salt, and road debris. Over time, they can simply fail due to wear and tear or internal electronic faults. Another very common cause is a wiring issue. The harness that connects the sensor to the control module can get damaged. It might be frayed, corroded, or have a loose connection. Since this wiring is near a moving wheel, it can get stretched, pinched, or abraded, leading to a break in the signal. We often see damage right at the connector plug, so always inspect that area carefully. Less common, but still possible, is a problem with the tone ring, also known as a reluctor ring. This is a toothed ring that the wheel speed sensor reads to determine the wheel's rotation speed. If the tone ring is cracked, has broken teeth, or is covered in excessive rust and debris, it can prevent this sensor from getting a clean reading. On some vehicles, the tone ring is integrated into the wheel bearing or CV axle, which means you might be looking at a larger component replacement. Finally, though it's rare, the issue could lie within the ABS control module itself. This is usually the last thing you'd suspect after ruling out the sensor, wiring, and tone ring. A faulty module can fail to process the signal correctly, even if the sensor is sending good data. So, how do you diagnose and fix this? First, a visual inspection is key. Get the car safely in the air and take off the left front wheel. Look closely at the wheel speed sensor and its wiring harness. Do you see any obvious signs of damage, like chewed wires, green corrosion on the connector pins, or a cracked sensor housing? Check the tone ring for any damage or heavy contamination. If you have a mold, you can test the sensor's resistance and compare it to the manufacturer's specifications. You can also check for voltage and ground at the sensor S connector to ensure the wiring is intact. If the sensor and wiring look good, you might need a more advanced scan tool. A good scanner can display live data from each wheel speed sensor. As you spin the left front wheel by hand, you should see the speed reading change on the scanner. If it is stuck at 0 or jumping all over the place while the other wheels show a smooth increase, you've likely confirmed a problem with that sensor circuit. The most common fix is replacing the faulty wheel speed sensor. This is generally a straightforward job. You'll unplug the connector, remove a single bolt holding the sensor in place, and carefully pull the old sensor out. Sometimes they can be seized in the steering knuckle due to rust, so a little penetrating oil and patience can be your best friend. Install the new sensor, reconnect the harness, and clear the fault codes with your scanner. Then, take the car for a test drive to make sure the warning lights stay off. If a new sensor doesn't fix it, your focus should shift to the wiring. You'll need to trace the harness from the sensor back towards the control module, looking for any hidden damage. This can be time-consuming, but it's often the root of the problem. Repairing a damaged wire or replacing a corroded connector can permanently solve the issue. And that's a comprehensive look at the C1233 fault code. It almost always points to an issue with the left front wheel speed sensor, its wiring, or the tone ring. By following a logical diagnostic process, you can pinpoint the problem and get your car's safety systems back in working order. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss our future videos. Have you dealt with this code before? Let us know your experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.